This week, a conference organised by Legal and General Investment spotlighted the need for British business to become far more environmentally friendly. Pollution and waste are major Euro issues, but are British firms taking seriously the battery of new laws, both current and in the pipeline?
They used to call Britain the dirty man of Europe, with consumption almost on a par with the United States, but pollution controls far behind. It was a title we probably deserved. But for how much longer? Whatever Maastricht may hold in store, Europe's already forcing Britain to clean up its act. From raw materials to waste, from car exhaust to chemicals, the writing's on the wall. And the European directives, more than 300 at the last count, are in place with more to come. Conferences on the environment, such as Legal and General Investments this week, draw big names and heavy warnings.
Those businesses that don't take environmental opportunities, don't clean up their act environmentally, simply will go out of business. Inevitably, the world, the European community, is going to want to see tougher environmental standards. Those are standards that business is going to have to meet, but they also give very considerable business opportunities.
Clearly, we do have a duty to make the profit that our shareholders expect, but on the other hand, we don't allow that to override the policy that we've set. And of course, we do go further than meeting the statutory requirements. We try wherever possible to exceed those requirements.
ICI has got to be bothered about the environment because society is bothered about the environment, and we operate on behalf of society. We ignore the environment at our peril.
Next year's changes to the Environment Protection Act will affect the way every business deals with its waste and how the waste businesses behave. It already affects share prices.
I think we've seen over the last 12 months a weakening, for example, in the waste management company share prices, primarily because there has been competition from the smaller companies as they have reduced their prices to get the business done before the environmental legislation comes in. Once that environmental legislation is there, then it should be good news for the much bigger companies.
And with new policies from at least one major bank, businesses with less than green plans could find the borrowing tough.
We have recently reviewed and revised our lending criteria to take into account environmental risk for all commercial lending. That came into effect at the beginning of October, not as a system which was there to hinder and make life more difficult for our customers, but in order to help them run their businesses and to plan for the future as the legislation evolves further.
Even before new laws arrive, the message to business is becoming impossible to ignore. Clean up or be wiped out.